Hi there guys, in this video I would like to talk about what is porcelain. My name is Martin Harman and welcome to Harman Art TV. So this channel is about sharing my journey as an artist and my passion for all things art. So anyway, let's get to it. Yeah, so as the title suggests, you know, what is porcelain? I gave this video this title because, you know, recently I've been experimenting with porcelain and using this material to create new ceramic sculptures, and these are some of my new sculptures, and they're sitting on these bases that I made, well, that I kind of half made because someone else made them and then I just painted over them. But yeah, it's all kind of porcelain. I don't know if you can just about see that. But yeah, recently I've just been experimenting with this material, and yeah, they're just, again, it's all kind of spheres that have been thrown on the potter's wheel and then kind of stacked on top of each other. And then I've used colour and glaze and like these kind of dots on the piece to break up the form. And likewise with this one as well. So, but they're very curious and kind of surreal type pieces. But these are just my new forms that I've completed recently. And so yeah, you guys are the first ones to see these artworks. Yeah, so welcome to my studio. So yeah, I mean, you know, what is porcelain? Well, after doing some research, I took down some notes, and I thought I'd just explain what this material is a little bit and what I discovered about doing some research online. Because even I'm still learning. I'm learning all the time. But anyway, this is porcelain. This is the material. From doing my research, porcelain seems like it's traditionally made from kaolin, I think it's pronounced, which is a clay mineral, and also a silicate mineral that gives the porcelain its plasticity. So plasticity meaning that, you know, the porcelain, the clay is flexible and that you can bend it. But that's what I hope that's correct. I mean, I found that online, but it seems like that was like the consensus agreement. But yeah, I mean, the clay itself is almost translucent when you fire it. So in some cases you can see through the clay if the clay body is really thin and you hold it up to the light. And yeah, and it's also a pretty tough, strong material, because I've used other clay materials, and so far what I've found out about porcelain is that it just, you know, it does kind of move in the firing, but the strength of the clay is really tough. You know, even if something cracks, when it fires, it's almost fuses itself together and turns into like a kind of glass-like material. So that's really interesting about it. And I found out that porcelain was perhaps first made in China during the Tang Dynasty, 618 to 907, and it seems like plates were commonly made during that time. And the reason why I say perhaps made in China is because I don't want to be, maybe I'm being controversial here, but I guess the consensus agreement is that porcelain was made in China, but I guess in other parts of Asia like South Korea or Japan, you know, people might say, well, actually, we discovered porcelain and we was the first country, you know, so it's a bit like the tea ceremony in Asia where they said, oh, where did the tea ceremony come from?
And the Japanese would say, oh, you know, the tea ceremony came from Japan, and China will say, no, the tea ceremony came from China, and South Korea say, no, we invented the tea ceremony. So I guess, yeah, because after doing my research online, I couldn't find any definitive like answer other than a kind of someone else's perspective. But bear in mind that it's all from the internet. So, I mean, if you guys know where porcelain was originally discovered and made, maybe leave it in the comments below and share your thoughts, because who knows? I don't know, really. It's a mystery. Or this could be a mystery. So if I'm doing my research again, it seems like the Chinese city of Jingdezhen in Jiangxi province, I think that's how you pronounce it, became the center of porcelain manufacture in the early years of the Han Dynasty. So I mean, I've never been there, but I saw some videos, and you got so many you know, ceramic producers making handmade like porcelain pottery, and I guess that tradition has been going on for a long time there. So Marco Polo first brought porcelain to Europe from Jingdezhen in the 14th century. So Jingdezhen being the production porcelain pottery hub in China. So that was pretty interesting. I found that out. But yeah, that's a little bit of history about the porcelain, about this material, and so I thought it'd be interesting just to talk about that. And you know, why have I been using porcelain? What's special about it for me, and why have I decided to create these ceramic sculptures? I thought I'd just show you like some of the making process at the moment for some new pieces. So this is the porcelain I've been using to create these new sculptures, and this is just some of the pieces, some of the new pieces that I'm working on. There's just thrown spheres that are then kind of joined together. Then I'm just kind of using these spheres and joining together to create these kind of pieces. So I'm just kind of stacking them. But I mean, anyway, I mean, why am I using this material? I think the most important reason is because of its whiteness. And in the past, I've usually used stoneware, and it is a very strong material as well. But more recently, I've decided to use porcelain to challenge myself, and because I like that whiteness, that kind of quality to it. And it has that kind of strength, like I mentioned before, that you can really just stack the pieces, and even if you get some kind of cracks, it looks quite nice to look at, because it almost kind of fuses itself back together. So I like that kind of strength and that kind of fragility of that material, and and it helps to produce some really vivid colours as well. I've noticed since using it that I've got some really like bold, vivid colours. Yeah, so this is like an example of like the vivid colours I'm talking about. So this is just a red running into a yellow with a kind of purplish glaze on top. So the colours just really pop out, and that's another reason why I decided to use this material. So I'll show you an example. This is my stoneware piece, and so you can kind of see the difference between like the two colours, like this one being the porcelain, this one being stoneware, and yeah, just the colours seem to just more pop out. But yeah, it's a bit more of a challenging material to throw with, but it's I just really like the quality. Yeah, and then this piece was again created using a similar process of just cutting up forms and joining them together. Yeah, so anyway, that's a little bit about what is porcelain, and a little bit about why I decided to use it to create my sculptures. And I don't take all of the information for as definitive truth, because I just did some research online and that's kind of what I found out. And you know, I think I think because porcelain has that long tradition, it's not like you can just like teleport yourself back hundreds of years ago to really see for yourself how that tradition played out through history. So you're having to rely on books and the internet to gather that resource. But I thought it'd be interesting just to talk a little bit about it. But anyway, I hope you've really enjoyed this video and that's got you thinking about something. And yeah, feel free to leave a comment below about the where you think porcelain was produced, or if you have any kind of ideas about where and when it was produced. To be interesting to know. And oh yeah, and don't forget to check out the Harman Art merchandise. I've just recently created a new design on Redbubble, and I'll put the link in the description. And there's all sorts of things on there, like these t-shirts and phone cases. And yeah, I'm really excited about that one because I've been creating this new design recently of this robin bird, so look out for that one. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, feel free to like it. If you want to support this channel, Harman Art TV, you're welcome to support me on Patreon, and you'll receive exclusive content linked to some of these videos as a little kind of bonus, a little kind of thank you just for supporting the channel. Yeah, and I'll put the link in the description below. Yeah, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to be notified about future videos. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So take care and stay safe. Bye bye.